Best-selling trucks for 49 years.
He's 19 years old. Ugo fires. Oh, yeah! Come on! That's 29 threes for the Celtics. Ties an NBA record.
Oh, Joe's going to call out the dog. Come on, Joe.
Baylor for history!
Oh, too strong.
It would have been business in the front and a record in the back.
But it still clinches the number 2 seed, officially going into the playoffs as the Celtics absolutely dominate this game. 144. Just think about that. 144 points to 118, the final here against New Orleans Pelicans. And here's the deal. With 1 minute and 21 seconds left, Ugo Gonzalez, your guy, ties the NBA record with 29 made threes. I thought, what was going through your mind when Baylor put that up? Because I had thought that all things were working in their way, and he may have done that.
I would have bet my house that the mullet was going to make that shot. Like, I thought for sure that thing was in there. The only bad thing that Baylor Shinerman has done all season long, he was missed that 3. And then I loved watching Derek White trying to goad him into taking a final 3 as they were dribbling out the clock. But, hey, it just feels like perpetually the Celtics get stuck on that 29 number. Not the worst thing when you're tying records. It is remarkable to take a step back and think yet again, like 55 wins, the number 2 seed in the East. Now we sit here and look. You know, I'm more looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, looking like Philly and Orlando is a very heavy favorites for that 7-8 game right now. But it's remarkable what this team has done. And to watch them on a night like this, to brush off what happened in New York City and come out and put an onslaught like that on was quite impressive.
Yeah, I didn't think they played that good last night. You know, like I said, they had uncharacteristic. I shouldn't have said last night. I said that we're not going to say that word. But,
it's okay. He already brought up New York. So.
Against the Knicks, I didn't think we played that good, especially in the fourth quarter. Our execution was a little off at times, you know, especially turning it over. But, you know, like you said, to bounce back, especially when you're playing an inferior team, and that's just the truth. We're not going to sit here and act like New Orleans is not an inferior team to the Boston Celtics. When you look at man for man, and I mean, I don't know how many timeouts do you get? Because I mean, it seemed like every other minute the coach was calling timeouts. Like, I mean, are we letting them have our timeouts? Because that's what I was trying to figure out.
He was taking none with them.
Was we handing some timeouts over to them? Like, hey, can we borrow your timeouts? We'll let it get back on the backside, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, 29 threes is amazing to see. Being in the second seed, I'll be sitting here lying if I said that at the beginning of the season, I thought that this is where this team would be. I thought that we would be somewhere between the 6th and 8th seed, and that's the truth. That's where I'm at, and I'm glad they proved me wrong. And you got to update your information, and as the season went on, you were able to see, okay, they started to gel. They started to come together. Joe found a rotation that worked. He used a couple different guys to fill in that 5th rotation spot. And then he asked Peyton to go to the bench. And then before you know it, this team was just rocking and rolling.
Yeah, and that's what they did here tonight. 40-plus points in the first quarter, 40-plus bench points. And Sam Hauser, I thought he was going for that record
No
here
hoop
tonight.
and curse, baby.
Listen, no hoop and curse. I was nervous because we put out Hoopin', and then Sam Hauser had an off night, but then Hoopin' officially released. And he balled out here tonight.
Might even won a Tommy Award, but we got to wait and see.
We'll see. Speaking of, let's see what Sam Hauser had to say post-game with Abby Chin.
All right, Sam, congratulations. First things first, this win clinches the 2 seed in the East. How does that sound?
Yeah, that was important to us. We knew the magic number was 1 win, and, you know, happy the way we came out and played tonight. And, yeah, we're happy to be the 2 seed for sure.
I thought this was supposed to be a gap year. What does it say about this group that you guys were able to do this?
Yeah, I mean, when you got everybody writing you off, it kind of puts a chip on everybody's shoulder, and we took that to heart. And we, you know, each and every night we tried to show up and be the harder playing team. And I think we've done a good job of that throughout the season.
No question. And then tonight you tied the NBA and franchise record for threes made. How badly did you guys want to break it?
Yeah, we'll get it one of these days, but obviously shot making was at a premium tonight, and everybody had a little piece in it, which was cool.
Finally, openly calling for Drew and Scal to give you the Tommy Award tonight. I need to hear your campaign speech because it can still make a difference. They can decide.
I I did enough petitioning. I did enough. It's up to them at this point. Yeah.
8 for 12 from 3. He did enough.
Yeah.
Sam, thank you. Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Sam Hauser there leading the way with 24 points. Fellas, he had to have done enough. I mean, he literally took that personally, looked you guys in the eye mid-game, and shouted, Tommy Award. So I know we're not going to jump the gun, but does his campaign make sense? I say yes.
Yeah, we're not going to jump the gun, Kayla, but here's what I will say. We put out a call to action.
Sure.
We had that QR code up all night. Donate to our marathon fundraising project and let us know who you think should win the Tommy Award. Countless, numerous, a plethora of people said Sam Hauser should get it. So since we are men of our word, I think there's probably a pretty good sign that Sam Hauser's going to win the Tommy Award.
No question.
Also involved in the
How you gonna forget?
fan participation section of tonight's broadcast. Scal.
I didn't think it was going to happen, man.
Scal agreed to do the running man in the postgame show if we raise $5,000 tonight. Folks, we raised almost $17,000 during the
Massachusetts. Go put the camera on Miss Massachusetts over there.
Almost $17,000 thanks to you.
She's watching, man.
And because of your efforts and your generosity, now this is going to happen.
Oh, man, like, there's 2 Miss Massachusetts over there watching.
And they ain't watching, man. They're taking pictures. Here you go, running man. There we go. And everybody in this building is looking around like there was just a murder.
I lost a bet.
Thank you, man.
My bad. But we raised a lot of money.
Yes. You know what?
QR code.
That's why you are a great teammate, bro.
I mean, that's
going
to haunt me forever.
You know what? That meant a lot that you did that.
Man. When I said I was going to do the running man, I didn't know there could be, look at 2 Miss Massachusetts behind me just looking at me like, hey, I'm crazy.
There are a lot of people still in the building, too, which is the best part. But
oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
I got a girl I mentor right over here, Ayla, who I'm sending her to Davidson. She looks up to me. She sees me dancing now, like, my street cred is down.
She's not looking up to you anymore, bro. But thank you, everybody, for donating, not only because that just happened, but more importantly, it's for a great
doing good things
cause.
over here.
It is, and we're helping build Fieldhouse Plus over in Dorchester for the Martin Richard Foundation, and that is awesome. Marathon is just 10 days away, Scal. Anything you want to say about the game?
Nah, don't worry about that, man. We didn't get 33s. I'm not talking about this team. I need 33s.
Kind 30. Of a bummer.
K Breezy, what'd you think of my my running man? It was all right.
You know what I thought of? First of all, you actually okay. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, Scal was wanting a tan, so he got the tan. Is he Blake Griffin-esque? Do I invite him to the cookout? I'm not sure.
No,
so now I see the running man.
Whoa. Those are fighting words here.
They are.
Kayla, you better understand one thing. I'm always invited to the cookout.
You always invited to the cookout.
Like a lot of people aren't. I am. There's no doubt about that.
To the
you
cookout.
can ask your pops about that
Steve
one.
Burton will invite you to the cookout before he'll invite me to the cookout.
So,
born and raised in Hopkinton, Massachusetts.
You better understand that. Like, there's a line. I'm definitely invited, okay?
You're absolutely right. Here's what I'll say. Your running man looks sharp. Scout, Drew, I'm so grateful for all the fans that poured into donating here tonight because that is a big deal. And I'll say this as well. Miss Massachusetts, she's incredible. She's gorgeous, all due respect. But ain't nobody got anything on Mrs. Scalabrini. So you can do the running man all night. And Mrs. Scally approves, we're all set.
It's just set up, you know, like 2 Miss Massachusetts happen to be sitting there while I'm doing the running man in the middle of the TD Bank garden. Okay.
He ain't Mr. Massachusetts.
I'm not going to jump up here. I did a little running man myself. Hey, good job, fellas. That was fun.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Breeze.
And well-deserved. And thank you all the fans who are supporting Drew and the entire cause for the Boston Marathon, which is not too far away. The Celtics get this one done. This one was fun, you guys. 144-118. To call this thing a gap year, wow. We got a whole lot more to break down with Chris Forsberg and Eddie House coming up right after this.
Celtics Post-Game Live is presented by your New England Ford dealers and Ford Trucks, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years.